Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Almighty Allah, the entirely merciful and the specially merciful. Dear viewers across the globe, I greet you with the best greeting that has ever been used on this planet, the greeting of peace. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May peace be unto all of you. Ameen. I'm reminding you that this peaceful greeting is just an initiation of peace, as it is something easy for us to remember when we greet each other, when we exchange this peaceful greeting. It spreads the air, it fills the air around us with peace. It makes us very comfortable, particularly in these times of fights and wars and all these agonies that is happening in this world nowadays. We need it everywhere. We need to give hope to people that peace is coming and peace is spreading, and you have to work hard for peace. You have to cooperate with everyone around you in order to make the world a peaceful place. We do ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us the support to make the world a peaceful place for all of us, no exception. Ameen, ameen. Dear viewers, welcome to these episodes that are titled Treasures from the Holy Quran. Yes, we take the Holy Quran as the main source for input to us, and we hope that we can share what we have from the knowledge that we learn from the Quran with other people. From every line in the Quran, you learn something that perhaps billions of people don't know. You get, and even if they know it, now you tell them the truth and nothing but the truth, because we know that this is the only book that carries the truth. So you are quite safe that the knowledge that you get from the Holy Quran is nothing but the truth. Even small stories that people share in other cultures, and the people used to share for thousands of years before, yet you are the one, when we use the Quran, you are the one to confirm this kind of news, whether it is the truth or not, just by reciting and reviewing what the Quran says. So you guarantee that this is the hakam, this is the final judgment. This is the final statement, the statement that never lost its way to you and will never lose as long as the Quran is there and you preserve it. Look at this ayah and reflect upon it. It's ayah number 28 from Surah Ghafir, Surah number 40. So chapter number 40 and ayah number 28. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. وقال رجل مؤمن من آل فرعون يكتم إيمانه أتقتلون رجلا أن يقول ربي الله وقد جاءكم بالبينات من ربكم وإن يك كاذبا فعليه كذبه وإن يك صادقا يصبكم بعض الذي يعدكم إن الله لا يهدي من هو مسرف كذاب. This can roughly be translated as ayah again, ayah number 28, chapter number 40. And a believing man of the Pharaoh's family who hid his face he said, would you kill a man? Would you kill a man because he says, my Lord is Allah. How come? And he has come to you with the clear signs, clear proofs from your Lord. And if he is a liar, upon him will be the sin of his lie. But if he is telling the truth, then some of that calamity wherewith he threatens you will fall and befall on you. Verily, Allah guides not the one who is a musrif, a polytheist, or a murderer who shed blood without any right, or those who commit great sins, or those who are oppressors and transgressors, a liar. Look at this. You can look at this as a source of many things for you. First of all, here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us about stories from the past, from at the time of the Pharaoh, the family of the Pharaoh. And here it tells about the nature of the message. This believing man, he says nothing but the truth. And he presents evidence to them. Yet, they insist not taking that from him, from a man, a believing man, because he has a different belief than them. They don't want to take from him. It's a very fatal mistake. Somebody is coming and tells you something. You say that I'm not going to trust him because he is from a different faith? How come? According to Islam, throughout all ages, the wisdom is you take something that's beneficial to you. Don't look at the man himself. Don't ask for his belief, because he may be from a different belief. What you should care for is the truth. If it is true, take it. If it is not true, don't take it. Don't look at the man himself. Don't look at the source. You're looking for the truth. So, the focal point of the people is not the truth, unfortunately. And this is spreading and increasing day after day. They just look for the person who tells you this information. We don't care about him whether he has a red tie or a blue tie or a green shirt, or we don't care about it. We care about the truth, al-haq. We can take it from this, from this, from this, from this, as long as it is the truth. And you know the truth because you got the truth from Almighty Allah. So what he says is the truth. If it is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and this person is confirming it to you, no matter who he is, but your focus is the message, what he tells you to do. And this is for your benefit, and you know that this is for your benefit. You need to adopt it. You need to take it and to welcome it and to thank him for that. So here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us a story of a believing man from the family of the Pharaoh. And the people, because most of them were not believers, and were not sharing with him the belief, they did not want to trust him. إنما يعرف يعرف الرجال بالحق. The people are known that they are good or bad by the truth they convey it. If they tell you something and you know that it is from the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, do you still have some doubts? If this is the case, that means you have a problem in your heart. You have to rethink and reevaluate yourself so that you would be able to perceive the truth. This is one of the lessons that we learn from the Holy Quran. We know that we take the truth from Jesus. We take the truth from Moses. We take the truth from Adam. We take the truth from anyone as long as it matches the truth that we learned from Almighty Allah. So as long as this is the truth, no matter who carries it, whoever conveys it to us, and we are 100% sure, examined it, and we found that it is matching the truth that we learned from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala via Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, via Jesus, peace be upon him, via Moses, peace be upon him, alayhim salatu wassalam, ajma'in. Yes, we take it and we welcome it. If he's a liar, he's telling us something that we know that it is lying, we would never take it, no matter who is this person. We already have the truth, and we are judging anyone who tells us anything based on this truth that we already learned from Almighty Allah. So this is the standard, and we try to measure anything according to these standards that we learned from Almighty Allah. If the standards apply and these conditions apply to it, we will take it. We don't look at the person, no matter who he is, no matter what is his source he came from. If he is from a noble family or non-noble family, or we don't care. We care as much as the matching between what he says and the truth that we learned from Almighty Allah. So all the time we need to have this. Try to imagine the Quran tells us about things that happened in other ages. And that's why one of the secrets and one of the miracles of the Holy Quran is the span of time. The span of time that the Quran talks about. He talks about the age of this earth since it was created, the earth. And even before that, before even it has some inhabitants, the Quran tells us about the story of the creation of this earth and the story and the creation of the humans and their situation right now. All these years, it may be thousands, it may be millions of years, that the Quran tells us about this. And you see the span continues to include all those messengers of Allah and all those generations of people who lived on those planets. Not only that, it tells us about the future of these generations and the future of the earth and the end of the earth. Not only that, tells us about the day of judgment and even after that. It tells us about the destination of people in paradise and hellfire. So you can imagine the wide span of time. This is in itself is a miracle that no other book talks about these things with this accuracy. And it includes stories from other generations and their prophets and the messengers of Allah. So it includes everything in this. You would never ever find any book that has wider span than the span of the Holy Quran. And this gives us a very comprehensive idea about the nature of the creation, the origin of the creation, and how it's going to end. And this gives us clear idea and helps the believers to choose based on the knowledge that they got from the Holy Quran, so they would have clear idea which way to choose, the way of Almighty Allah or the way of the shaitan. That's why you find all the time in the Holy Quran that tells you that this is the way of the Satan and avoid it. And don't follow the footsteps, otherwise it will end up with you in hellfire. And take the safe approach. Take the way of the messengers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Follow them, follow their footsteps, because they are the ones who had been selected by Almighty Allah. And they are the ones who are recommended to us through all times. Through every generation, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala recommends those messengers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because اتبعوا المرسلين. اتبعوا المرسلين, follow those who had been sent to you by Almighty Allah. Follow the messengers that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala selected, because He knows best, and He knows who is the one who are on the right path and who are the ones from non-mursaleen who are on the wrong path and avoid that. We do thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for this guidance. Otherwise, how would we know that this is the right path and this is the wrong path? We do thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the bottom of our hearts. And we do ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to increase us of the knowledge, so that we would keep up all the time on the path of guidance until we die and we meet Almighty Allah. Ameen, ameen. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين وصل اللهم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.